Say this, in my own view, the most exorbitant are not necessarily the biggest numbers. What really bothers me is when companies pay a lot of money for mediocrity, and that happens all too often. But we have no quarrel in our subsidiaries, for example, for paying a lot of money for outstanding performance. I mean, we get it back 10 or 20 or 50 for one. And similarly in public companies, we think that there have been managers and are managers who have taken companies to many billions of market value, more than would have happened with virtually anyone else. And they sometimes take a lot of money for that. Sometimes, as in the case of Tom Murphy at Cap Cities, it just didn't make a difference to him. I mean, he performed in a way that would have justified huge sums, but it wasn't. He would tell you that he had all the money he needed, and he just didn't care to take what the market might bear. But I am bothered by irrational pay systems, and I'm particularly bothered when average managers take really large sums. I'm bothered when they design or have designed for them systems that are very costly to the company, maybe partly to make themselves look good because they want huge options themselves, so they feel that they give options widely throughout the company. So they design a system that is illogical company-wide because they want one that's illogical for them personally. But large sums per se don't bother me. I'm not saying, whether any individual might want to take them or not, but I do not mind paying a lot of money for performance. It's done in athletics, it's done in entertainment, but in business, the people who are the 200 hitters and the people who would not attract a crowd as an entertainer have worked it out so that, the system has evolved in such a way that many of them take huge sums, and I think that's obscene, but I can tell you there isn't much you can do about it. The system feeds on itself, and companies do look at other companies' proxy statements. Every CEO does, and they say, well, if Joe Smith is worth X, I have to be worth more. And they tell the directors that certainly you wouldn't be hiring anybody that was below average, so how can you pay me below average? And the consultants come in and ratchet up the rewards, and it's not anything that's going to go away. It's like we were talking about campaign finance reform earlier. The people who have their hands on the switch are the beneficiaries of the system. Who have their hands on the switch are the beneficiaries of the system, benefiting enormously and perhaps disproportionately